Hey everyone, Lyle here from West Tennessee Gold and Silver Exchange, and today I got a pretty hefty coin collection of a bunch of random coins to look through. Hey everyone, my name is Lyle and I own West Tennessee Gold and Silver Exchange here in Savannah, Tennessee. And I do a lot of videos of all of the cool collections that come into the store, plus some unboxing videos. So if you like that type of content, make sure you like, subscribe so you can stay up to date on all of the cool stuff that people bring in all the time, because it's pretty crazy. So on today's show, I actually have these, I don't know what you'd call these things. Containers, maybe, of coins that somebody brought in. And I'm going to look through them all, see what they are. I got these from that same coin collector that I got all of those toned coins from. Like, I don't know if I'll link it up here right about now. So if you haven't seen that video, make sure you go to that video. Watch it. You'll see a lot of the toned coins that I ended up getting from him. He brought in a bunch more stuff that I'm going to look through. No, I don't think there's any key dates. There might be some good dates here or there. A lot of the stuff is toned, which is really cool. But there's no dollars in here. No peace dollars, no Morgans. It's all pretty much half dollars and below. So we're going to check it out. We're going to see what is in here. And all of this stuff is going to be part of our live auction. So if you're not registered for the live auctions, make sure you go to www.westTNexchange.com and get registered. The auctions happen on Tuesdays and Fridays. For now, those seem to be the best days. This coming Tuesday the 4th, which is tomorrow, I'm not going to be doing an auction. So, yeah. But the auctions are fun. I mean, a lot of people, we have a lot of the regulars that come in and they'll bid on some stuff. I tend to get stuff out as quickly as I can. I mean, I am a one-man store, so I kind of do the best I can. But for now, let's look at this collection. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this video into two. I'm going to do this, I guess, roll container, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to do that one in this video, and then on the next video, I'll do these because it's going to be quite a long video if I try to do both of them at the same time. So let's go ahead and see what we got. I believe all of these guys that I'm going to do now are all half dollars. So they'll be pretty much anything from a Walking Liberty all the way up to a Franklin or Kennedy half. So up first we have this 1950p Benjamin Franklin. Kind of looks like it has a purple tone to it. Not bad. Then we have another Benji. This one's a 1950D Benjamin half with some more toning on it. This one's a little bit more subtle. You can kind of see the greens in there. See the purples hanging on down here. Nice looking coin. 1950D Benjamin. And it's really hot today, guys, so the AC is on. And man, that thing's got a kick because it's a scorcher out there today. Here's a 1957D. 1957D. Looks to be kind of worn. Not too much toning going on this guy. And so far we've had nothing but Benjis. Let's see what else I got. Oh, here we go. This is a Walking Liberty. It's a 1934p. And it looks like it's kind of worn. Usually when I get Walking Liberties, they're usually in this type of condition right here. Used for junk silver for the most part. 1934 is a pretty common year. Not much going on with that one. Here is another Walking Liberty half, a 1934S. It's just crazy that A lot of these things are still floating around. There's the S right there, mint mark. You can see it clearly. A lot of this stuff's just floating around in people's collections. There's like billions of these coins out there. Another Walking Liberty, 1934p. 34 is pretty common. This one, the edges looks a little thicker down here. And 1934 half dollar. We got up next a Kennedy half. It's a 1964p Kennedy, and that is toning up top. It's not dirt or anything like that, grime, whatever these coins accumulate. It's actually like a, kind of hard to see on the camera, but it's like a maroon color up here. It's like a maroonish, really dark color. And the reverse is pretty much the same. That's not really gunk, that's toning all around the edges, even though it kind of does look like gunk. But it's not. That's a 1964p half dollar. Rolling up to another Benji. 1957 Benjamin half. 1957D. It is a Denver minted coin. A little bit of toning here. These guys are not majorly toned, but there are some other ones in here that are kind of pretty well toned. We'll get to those. Here's another one. This one also looks like it's got a lot of grime on it, a lot of dirt, I guess, but it's just toning. And this one's really dark. There's a little bit of toning right around the neck, kind of like a bluish red. Can't really see it on this camera, but it is there. Here's the reverse. Reverse still got a little bit of a cartwheel there. Nice looking half. 1964p. Or a D, excuse me. Here's a P. 1964 Philadelphia. These are all 90% silver. 90%. Nice toning back here. Light's really picking it up well. Nice cartwheel still. It's a 1964p. And up next is a 1923S. Check that out. It's a 1923S. This is a little bit of a better date here. 1923S. I believe the 1923S, they only minted these in San Francisco. I don't think there is a D or a P of this coin. 1923 is all going to be San Francisco. Pretty well worn, this one, but this is a little bit of a better date. I'll put that one to the side. Our good find so far is that 1923S. Next up is a 1964p. Man, someone's rolling down the street with some bass. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Anyways, so what is this? 1964p. 90% silver right there. Let's keep the magic rolling. Here's a one with some cool toning on it. Check that out. It's got nice blue toning all over it. Going in and out. Nice cartwheel. It's a 1964D Kennedy half. Look at all that toning around the edges. Nice rainbow. There's a nice looking coin right here, guys. That's a 1964D. Up next, oh, check this out. It's a 1917p. 1917p, that's one of the earlier ones. There's really not much value to this one like the other ones would be, but it's still older. I think 1916 is when they started doing the Walking Liberties. So 1 year after the after the first mint year right there. 1970p. But doesn't really have that much more value than the regular common ones. Up next is a 1958D. Look at all those colors on this one. Nice subtle colors. You got some greens over here, some blues, some purples, a little bit of yellow, maroon. Got some more toning down here. Nice looking coin. Is a little worn, but that toning is really nice. Check out all that toning right there. That's a 1958D. Nice little Benji. Here we got another toned coin, 1964 Kennedy half. Some nice, it looks like a tiger almost. Some tiger toning. Check out that reverse. Looks really nice. Nice looking coin. Kind of has some purpling to it. I like it. It's a 1964p, and here's another 1964p. 1964 is the only year of the Kennedy half that had 90% silver in it. In 65, that's when they went to the 40%, all the way up to 70. So the 64 is the only Kennedy that had silver in it, or 90%, I should say. Here's a 1961. And there's a line right there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it kind of is looking like Benjamin Franklin's giving more facial expression than he normally does. Nice looking purple toned coin. Here's another 1964p with some cool toning on it. This one's really sticking out. That's cool. All right. Keep the train rolling because I got 50 more or so it looks like I have in there. A 1964p with some really cool toning on it. Look at all that toning up there. This one's really shiny. It's a really shiny half dollar right here. 1964. Here we got another Walking Liberty half. These coins are all mixed in there. A little bit of toning up here, but doesn't really add much to it. It is a Walking Liberty half, though. Looks really nice. That was a 36p. Now we got another 36p right here. Walking Liberty half. Usually when I get these, they're the older dates. The 30s, the early 40s, mid 40s, 1936, 1936p. So usually the ones that I get. Very rarely do I get the ones in the teens. Check out this toner right here. It's a 1963D. 3D. Look at all that toning on this guy. That's a nice looking one right here. Reverse doesn't really have much toning, just the edges. Nice looking coin. That obverse though is really nice. Nice 1963D. Another 1963D. This one's got some cool toning as well. Look at all that nice toning right into the Liberty Bell. Another 1963D. This one's got some even cooler toning. Look at all that. All those reds, yellows, blues, all mixing together to give this coin some really nice toning. Reverse doesn't really have much, but very nice. Look at that again. Nice looking coin. Ooh, another 1962D. with some nice toning. This one's got those scale looking spots right here. You can see them. Don't know what really causes that. Here's the reverse. $50. 1962D. And a 1963D. Not so much toning on that guy. Check this out. Another older Walker right here. 1918S. 1918S is a little bit of a better date. Like I said, the earlier ones, the teens, most of them are pretty good dates. The 17P is probably the least expensive one. But better than the commons, than the common dates. But this 1918S is a little bit of a better date. Up next is a 1918P. So another earlier date. It's I don't believe it's as good as the S, if I'm remembering correctly. But still an earlier one. Very worn though. You can still see the date though, 1918. It's there. Mint mark would be right around here. You don't really see anything. But yeah, we got some. Here's the 3 older ones we found so far. Oh, the 1917. I think I put it in the regular pile, but that's all right. And here is a 1964D. Kennedy half. All right, this video is going to go a long time if I don't hurry up with these things. 1964P. Looks like it's got some more grime, but it's actually toning. This one's got like a dark greenish tone to it. That's really cool. A 1950P. Man, look at how bright this one is. It is like, it looks like almost looking at a mirror. This one might even be a proof, really, how shiny it looks. Yeah, I don't know. It is pretty shiny, though. 1950P. I'll put that one aside. You never know. Gotta look at that one a little bit better. 1949P with some cool toning on it. Ooh, look at that. More spotting back here on the Liberty Bell. Nice toner. Check this one out. 1949P with all of those, looks like spider webs almost, cobwebs, all over his face. This is a cool looking one right here. Look at that, guys. 1949P. And 1949P again. This one's got some cool toning on it as well. Look at all those colors. It's kind of worn though. Liberty Bell really doesn't really have any detail. 1948P. 1948 with some nice toning all over this coin. Reverse and obverse both have nice toning. 1964P. Kennedy. Another grime looking one, but it's, well, actually this one I think is actually grime. Oh no, it's toning. It's giving me different colors. Nice though. Here's a 36P Walking Liberty. Looks like there's war paint on the head of the eagle. That's cool. Another 1936, but this one is an S. Kind of worn Walker. Look at this. It's a 1928S. This one is, I A better date, not as good as the some of the other ones, but the cool thing about the 28 is that I believe the D of the 28 is counterfeit. Like they didn't do one for 28. There was none of them minted in Denver. But that's cool. And I think this one's also the one that has the mint mark. I think there's a small and a large S for these. There's like a variety of it. I'm not sure which one this is. I don't really have one to compare it to, but I believe that is what the what's so special about the 28s. That one's a little bit of a better date, so I'm gonna put it over there on the better date pile. Next up, we have a 1936p. 1936p. Walking Liberty. 1963. 1963p with some cool toning on it. Look at that. This one's really shiny as well. Almost looks like a proof. But it's a P. But it looks really nice. Very shiny. Up next, another Benji. This one's a 1962p with some cool toning on it. Looks like we got some really dark toning. Some green right there, some blue. This one looks nice. Nice subtle toning on this guy. $1961D. Benjamin half. Nice toning on it. Another 1961, but a P. Not bad looking. Now check this one out. It's a 1951p with some really bonkers toning. Look at all that, guys. Nice toner. Let's look at the reverse. Wow, look at that. That looks really nice too. See if I can get it to where the light just hits it right and you can see all of the colors. That's a nice looking one right here. 1951p. Another 51p. Not as good toning on this one. But still got some pretty cool toning though. Look at this guy right here. 1950p. It's got some cool subtle toning on it. Let's check out the reverse right here. Some purples. That looks nice. I really like that one. 1950p. And here is a 52p. Man, I've been getting a lot of Benjis. 1952 with some really cool toning. Let's check out the reverse. Look at that, guys. Nice looking coin. Really shiny. I wonder why you're getting so many shiny looking ones, like they're proofs almost. And here is a 64p Kennedy. Had to take a break from the Benjis, I guess. Some nice toning on it. Another 1964D. Got a little weird toning. Nice yellows. Spotted yellow. Good detail on this one, though. 1964D. I think I'm about halfway done. Here is a 1948P with some more cool toning on it. 1948. Nice toning. 1949P. A little bit of toning down here. This one looks really nice. Not bad. 1948, and look at all that purple in this one. It's got that little scaling going on here, up there. You can see it in between the letters. A little bit of scaling there. But nice looking Benji right here. It's pretty worn. But other than that, the toning really makes up for it. That's a 1948D. Here's a 1964P with some more crazy toning up there. Here's the reverse. Nice looking coin. Oh, check this out. It's another 1917. This one's an S. This one, I believe they got two varieties of this one. The mint mark is in the back here, so it's that variety. You can see the S right there. If the camera will focus, I'll move my hand. There we go. You can see the S right there. And on some, the mint mark is right under the "In God We Trust." So this is the variety of the mint mark on the reverse, not the obverse. But still cool. 1917. That's a cool one. And here's 1964P. Another Kennedy half. And then another Kennedy half. 1964P. Not so much toning on it. Well, the reverse has got some nice toning. And a 56P. Benjamin half with some purple toning on it. Dark purple. Nice looking. Not so much detail, but still nice. And a 54P. Again, with more dark toning on it. Not bad. Oh, check this one out. This is a good one right here. 1954P. And look at all that monster toning on this guy. This one's covered in toning. The reverse. Really worn. A lot of these are so worn. But that toning is really nice. It's a 1954P. Here's a 1953D. Some subtle toning. Reverse has got some better toning than the obverse. In my opinion, at least. Very nice. A 1952P with some crazy toning. Man, this guy had a lot of coins. A lot of them were toned. 1952P. A little bit of toning on this guy. A 57D. Now, when I first got into coin collecting, the Benjamin half, I believe the Benjamin half was the first complete book that I ever had of the Benjamin halves. I got the complete book. The book was completely completed. All of them were there. It's probably one of the easiest too, because there's really not that many. Well, there's really no key dates other than the 55, I believe, is the one that might have some trouble finding. Oh, look at this. But not really. You can find them everywhere. It's a 1922P, 20P. Excuse me. Oh, man, if it was a 22, can you believe it? But this is a 1920P. That's a little bit of a better date as well. It's one of the earlier ones. 1920P. Really worn, though. So, but yeah, very nice. Very, very nice. $1936P. 1936P. Nice looking walker. And these walkers don't really have much toning on them. I don't think I've come across one that had a lot of toning on it. It's been mostly the Benjis and the Kennedy halves. 35P. I'm starting to burn through these, guys. This video is going to be 30 minutes long if I don't hurry. 1964P. 1964P. Another 1964P with some cool toning. Check this one out. This one's got that more subtle toning on it. Check out that reverse. Nice. Another 64p. Not so much toning on this one. Well, it does have toning. It's just not crazy colors. Here's a 1963D with some purple toning on it. This one looks really nice. 1964, or 63, excuse me. D. And another 1964 Kennedy half. This one's a little rough, but nice toning. Really nice toning. Another 1964 with some of that scaling right there. Almost looks like some zombie outbreak or something. Look at this one. Looks like sand almost. 1964p sand color. Oh, look at that. Nice subtle up there. Nice purple. There's some in between these letters too. Not bad. All right, guys. Going down to the wire, finally. 1964D. Some more toning. A 1963D. $1963D. Oh, look at this one. This one looks really cool. It's a 1963P, and this one's really shiny. This one really looks like a proof. It's got that proof finish to it. It looks really raised too. Like it looks more raised than one of the other ones. I don't know. It's a 1963P. A 1963D. Look at this one. Really nice toning on this guy. Reverse, not so much. But the obverse, it's nice toning. Nice, nice. Another 1963. Toning's a little bit more subtle on this one. Not bad. A 1958D right here. $1958D. So yeah, like I was saying, the Benjis were probably well, actually, I think it was the first book that I put together. And I've tried doing pennies. Pennies were a little harder. But yeah, putting these books together is a great thing to do when you're bored. 1964D. I love putting books together, though. I still do it. 1964. I only got two left, guys. Two left. Here is a 1963P Benji half with some really cool toning. Look at all those greens, yellows in there. Here's the reverse. Really nice. And the final one in this $50 collection is a 1963P Walking Liberty half. Man. So yeah, guys, I just looked through that entire collection of halves. Found a couple of cool, I wouldn't say key dates, but some better dates in here. So that was fun. Always have a blast looking at those. But here are all of them. Man, that was a lot of fun. Had a lot of toned coins. It was great. All right, guys. Well, make sure you tune in for part 2 when I do that one. And I'm going to do this one right here. And we'll see what is in there. But all of the halves are right here. And yeah, they look nice. Perfect. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for now. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day.